Okay, sorry. I'm so sorry. There was just a technical problem, so I just have to start again on Zoom. So basically, these lessons are for absolute beginners who are starting to learn Arabic, and based on your vote, we will not start from the alphabet. However, we will start from the stage just after the alphabet. We will do this class every Saturday at the same time, and little by little we will start almost from scratch. I will also try to explain the pronunciation of the alphabet. I will not start today from the alphabet, just after. But if you're not very good at reading, you still can follow this, because this is for absolute beginners. So the first thing is that in Arabic, everything is either masculine or feminine. So there is he and she. There is no it. Okay. And the first thing we are going to learn today are the subject pronouns. Okay. What are the subject pronouns in Arabic? I is أنا. أنا. Okay. أنا means I. أنا. And if you're not very familiar with the alphabet, this is Alif, and the pronunciation of Alif, the standard pronunciation is A, not A. This is the standard. So Ana means I. And then, because this class is in Egyptian Arabic, it's pronounced Inta. This is you, okay, the masculine. Inta. It's pronounced Inta. If you are talking to a man or a boy, it's Inta. We have three you. We have Inta, or the masculine form. The feminine form is Inti. Inti. This is you, the feminine. And then the last one is into. Into is you, the plural. Into. So, Ana, Inta. Okay, this small thing, this small line under the alif, it's called kasra. This means that it's pronounced E, not A. These are short vowels. So here it's A, and then if it's above, so it's the same line, but if it's under the letter, it's pronounced A. If it's above the letter, it's pronounced A. So inta, inta. Because in Arabic, if we have a word, we don't write the short vowels. Like, for example, if I want to write a word like katab, which is the verb to write, I write it like this. So ka, this is the kaf, and then this is the ta, and then this is the ba. So katab in English, this would be like this, katab. Okay, so we don't write the short vowels. However, for the texts, of course, we will be using short vowels because we use them with non-natives and in children books and in religious texts, but in normal, like in normal books and normal in the newspapers, we normally they are not written. But you can guess the pronunciation from the meaning from the context. So here it's katab, it's this small inclined line above the letter. It's katab. It tells me that I have to pronounce it a, not a, not o. So we will go back to enta. Here it's a because of this line, which is under alif, enta. And then inti, inti. Here there is alif, a, and then this is noon, n, and then here the ta, inti. And then the last one, the last u is the plural, into. In, this is noon, and this is ta. And then this letter is waw, the u, into. The next one is huwa. Huwa is he. And as we said, huwa is used not only with human beings because we don't have it. So all the objects, also all the animals, all the objects, they have gender. For example, like if you want to say like bab, which is door, bab is masculine. So even like an object, like a door, it has a gender, it's he. Okay? So I would use huwa with bab, for example, with door. So huwa, he. We have this letter ha, and then waw, and then wu, and then we have this small inclined character, which means that there is a at the end. So huwa. The next one is hiya. Hiya. Hiya is she. She. Hiya. So I have here kasra, so he, and then I have this fatha over the ya, which is a. So hiya, hiya. Hiya means she, and like huwa, it can be used also with objects if the object is feminine. For example, the word shagara, for example. Shagara like means a tree. Tree is feminine. This is shagara, she, hiya. Okay. The next one is humma. Humma is they. They. Humma. I have this small, like small number 9 above the letter. This called dhamma, which means like it's pronounced o, like short vowel o. Humma. Humma. And this small w, it means that the letter is doubled. So I will be writing here these short vowels in a large font. So if I have here this, sorry, this is fatha, which is above the letter. So let's write it on the letter, for example, mim. So it's ma. This is ma. And this is me. And this is mo. Okay, but short vowel. It's not like alif. It's not pronounced like a or a or o. It's pronounced just short like a or a or o. Okay. So here hum, and this small like w above the letter, it means that the letter is doubled. It means that this is not one m, it's double m. So this means like it's humma, they. Okay. So these are the subject pronouns in Egyptian Arabic. This is how to pronounce them. It's أنا, أنت, أنتي, أنتو, هو, هي, هم. And the last one is إحنا. 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 By the way, when we write this number, like number 7, because the letter ha doesn't exist in English, and we want to differentiate between ha and between ha. Okay, like here, this is ha, it's pronounced heya, it's pronounced ha, ha, like your throat, it's like the H in English in the word house, it's ha, it's normal H. But this letter, like ha, it's the throat is not completely open, it's not relaxed. Like if you ate like something that's very spicy, that's very hot, so it's ha, like this. So إحنا. إحنا. Here I have this short vowel under the alif, so it's إحنا, and this is noon and then a. إحنا means we. So أنا, أنت, أنتي, أنتو, هو, هي, هم, إحنا. The next thing is greetings. Greetings in Egypt, we have, of course, we have like Assalamu alaikum, which is like that standard like hello or hi. However, in Egypt, it's not pronounced like most of the time. People say just Salamu alaikum, Salamu alaikum, like this, Salamu alaikum. It means like hello. Of course, literally, it means like peace be upon you. It's Salamu alaikum. Salamu alaikum. Okay. Here I have the letter Sin, but here there is something confusing. What is this? I will highlight it. What is this? What does this mean? This is lam followed by an alif. The lam, when lam is followed by an alif, it can be written in 3 forms, depending actually on the font that you're using on your computer. I'm using now like one of the standard fonts. I'm using Arial font, which is very common on computers. It has 3 forms, like for example, this one and this one. Okay. And it has another form. Okay, let's say those 2 forms in this font, just not to make it complicated for ourselves. So let's say we have these 2 forms when lam is followed by an alif. If lam, the letter lam, la, is followed by an alif, it can be written like this, and it can be written like this. So here it's salam, because normally lam is like this when it's separate, and it's written like this when it's connected to another letter. And alif is written, of course, like this, and it can only be connected to a letter above, sorry, a letter before, not a letter after. So when lam is followed by an alif, it's written like this or like this. So the alif becomes a little bit like inclined. It doesn't remain a vertical line. So here, salamu alaikum. This is ain, and la alaikum. Salamu alaikum. Ain. Salam alaikum. So salamu alaikum means hello. The next one is Sabah al-Khair. Sabah al-Khair. Sabah al-Khair means good morning. Okay. صباح الخير. صباح الخير. Here you can notice the difference between here صباح here, because this is a short vowel, so I pronounce it like sab. But then I have a long vowel after the ba, which is alif, so I pronounce it صباح. صباح. صباح الخير. صباح الخير means good morning. The word صباح means morning, and el means the. El in Arabic it's the. So صباح الخير. خير means like goodness or good things. So let's pronounce it. Let's translate it like goodness, something like that. So صباح الخير, like morning of the good things or the goodness. It means good morning. صباح الخير, and the answer is صباح النور. صباح النور. صباح النور. Here I have صباح, and then this is noon, nu, and then wow, and then r. النور. This is the standard reply. So this also means good morning, but this is used as a reply. You don't start with it. You don't say صباح النور. You say صباح الخير, and then the other person will reply صباح النور. The next one is مساء الخير. مساء الخير. مساء الخير means good evening or good afternoon. Because we don't have good afternoon, we say you can use مساء الخير after 12 p.m. So it can also mean good afternoon. So مساء الخير. Just I want to highlight this letter. Well, it's not like an independent letter. It's sometimes it's considered like part of the letter alif, because it's basically like a, it's the same sound. But when you see this this character, this letter, this means that there is a pause, like that you have to pronounce a as if you're starting a new word, starting with a, with alif, with a. So here I will pronounce it مساء. مساء. مساء الخير. But of course, when you speak, when you're speaking quickly, you will pronounce it more like مساء الخير. مساء الخير. It's not like very, it's not emphasized. It's not very strong. It's very light, but it's pronounced like مساء. مساء. Okay, مساء الخير. Good evening. Good afternoon. And the reply is مساء النور. مساء النور. مساء النور. This means good evening or afternoon, but used as a reply. So you don't start with it. You don't start مساء النور. The next one is the next one that we use a lot is فرصة سعيدة. فرصة سعيدة. فرصة سعيدة, this means like nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And it's pronounced فرصة. فرصة سعيدة. فرصة سعيدة. So this is Dhamma, this short character above the fa is O. means like فرصة, and here سعيدة. Okay. فرصة سعيدة. فرصة means opportunity. سعيدة means happy. Like literally, it means like happy opportunity. But definitely, this is the way to say nice to meet you. And it's fixed with it doesn't change. Like it's you don't use فرصة سعيدة for when you're talking to a man, and then when you're talking to a woman you use another form. No, it's fixed, it's invariable. So we say فرصة سعيدة if we meet anyone. Even you can say it also to a group of people, like nice to meet you all, فرصة سعيدة. The next one is مع السلامة. مع السلامة. مع السلامة. By the way, when the letter sin, s, is following L, the lam, the L sound is not pronounced. So it's pronounced more like مع السلامة. مع السلامة. مع السلامة. It's pronounced like this. So مع السلامة, it means goodbye. مع السلامة. So ma, here with this short vowel, مع السلامة. Here again, I have this lam when it's followed by an alif. It's written like this. مع السلامة. مع السلامة. And this letter, تاء مربوطة, when you find it at the end of the word, this means that this word is feminine. Okay, this is the marker of a feminine word. ومع السلامة means goodbye. So this is the next one. And we have also like أهلا, when you meet someone, like welcome. أهلا. Okay, أهلا. Again, I see this when the lam is followed by an alif, it's written like this. So أهلا. And then I have double. So this a character is when it's double, this is called like tanween. So this means that it's pronounced with an N. So ahlan, because here we don't have noon, we don't have the letter noon. So, but this like double, those two lines above the alif, here this means that it's pronounced an. There's n at the end. That's why the next word, which is one of the most used ones, shukran, it's not written with a noon. We don't write shukran with noon. We write it with alif and then double this character, which is like fatha, but double fatha. So shukran, this means that it's pronounced like this. Shukran, it means thank you. Okay, so why I pronounce it shukran, it's because of these two lines. Of course, this is sheen and then dhamma, so shu, and then kaf, shukran. This is ra, shukran. So we go back to our greetings. Ahlan means welcome, and you can say also ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan is used when someone comes to your house, or you find someone is coming to your place in general, or when you actually also when you're meeting someone for the first time, you say like ahlan wa sahlan when you're getting to know them. When you're both are introducing each other. So you say أهلا وسهلا, welcome. So أهلا وسهلا. Again, because here I have the same thing which is called tanween. This term is not important now, but the important is when you find these double, these two lines above the alif or above any other letter, this means that there is an, pronounced like an. There's n at the end. So ahlan wa sahlan also means welcome. Um, Now we are going to study the days of the week. The day of in the Arab world is Friday, which is so the week will start from Saturday. Saturday is El Sabt. El Sabt. El Sabt. This means Saturday. The next day is El Ahad. El Ahad. Sunday. So El Sabt, El Ahad. Here, El Sabt. Short vowel Sabt. Here, El again, it's written like this. I have lam and then followed by an alif. But why I have here this thing which is called hamza, this above the alif, this means that I have to make this pause, like to pronounce the like el. I will not say la had. Will not be like a long vowel. No, but it will be, there will be like a pause. So el ahad, el ahad. Okay, the next day is el itnin, el itnin. Okay. El itnin means Monday. El itnin. Okay, and actually they have meaning. They have a meaning like itnin means two. Like Monday is like day number two, and then you have al ahad, which is like day number one, and then day number two, and then talat is from the word like talata, which means three. So this third day is التلات, sorry, التلات, which is Tuesday. التلات, التلات. Okay. So السبت, الأحد, الاثنين, التلات. The next one is الأربع. الأربع. Again, when the alif is following the lam, written like this. So الأ and then أربع. الأربع. الأربع, of course, it means Wednesday. The next one is الخميس. الخميس. الخميس means Thursday. Okay. الخميس, and it's from the number خمسة, which means 5. So الخميس, pronounced, this is kha, and then this is mim, خميس, Thursday. And then we have الجمعة. In Egypt, the jim, this letter is pronounced, this letter that I will highlight is pronounced jim, ja, ja, ja in standard Arabic, but in Egypt it's pronounced ga, so el-gum'a. Here we pronounce it el-gum'a. El-gum'a. El-gum'a, it means Friday. So el-sabt, el-ahad, el-ithnin, الثلاث، الأربع، الخميس، الجمعة. The next thing is numbers from 0 to 10. 0 is صفر. صفر. صفر means 0. صفر. I have here this small line under the صاد like صفر. صفر. It makes me pronounce it a, not a, because it's under. If I had it above the letter صاد, it would have been ص. Okay, so here it's صفر, صفر, 0, and then واحد. واحد. واحد means 1. I have here wa and then alif, wa. By the way, the alif, waw, and ya, when you find them, these are called long vowels. So you have to pronounce them like this, واحد. I wouldn't say واحد. No, it's واحد. Wa, because I have a long vowel, which is alif, wa, and then حد. It's a short vowel because it's not written this kasra, small kasra, this small line under the letter ha. واحد. I pronounce it حد because it's short vowel, but wa because alif is a long vowel, so واحد. واحد. And then the next one is اتنين. اتنين, which is the same word for the day, which is Monday. So اتنين. اتنين means 2. اتنين. I have it. I have this kasra under this line under the alif. It makes me pronounce it a. So اتنين means 2. And then ثلاثة. ثلاثة. ثلاثة means 3. ثلاثة. Here لا and then so ta, la, ta. ثلاثة. The next one is أربعة. 4. أربعة. 4. So أربعة. أربعة means 4. Here ra and then ba. This letter you will get used to it. عين. So أربعة. أربعة. The next one is خمسة. خمسة. I have here خاء and then followed by ميم. خم and then س. Okay. Of course, this ta مربوطة, it means this number is feminine. اتنين تلاتة feminine. أربعة feminine. خمسة feminine. So خمسة. The next one is ستة. ستة. ستة means 6. And ستة, I have here like small w above the letter ta, this. So this means that it is pronounced, the letter is doubled, like it's pronounced like double T. So it's ستة. ستة. ستة, 6. The next one is سبعة. سبعة. سبعة means 7. So it's سبعة. سبعة. Okay. Short vowels. سبعة. The next one is ثمانية. ثمانية. ثمانية means 8. ثمانية. ثمانية. Okay. ثمانية, 8. And then the next one is تسعة. means 9. So I have here ta, tis, a. And the last one is 10. 10. 10 means 10. 10. So let's go back again and please try to pronounce them with me to improve your pronunciation. So صفر صفر واحد واحد اتنين اتنين تلاتة تلاتة أربعة أربعة خمسة خمسة ستة ستة سبعة سبعة ثمانية ثمانية تسعة تسعة 10 10. Okay. Now we are going to learn colors. Okay. We have, okay, let's start with the first color, like أبيض. We have two forms for colors because colors are usually used to describe like things, and everything in Arabic is either masculine or feminine. So that's why colors, they have a masculine form if you're describing something masculine, and a feminine form if you're describing something feminine. So here, أبيض, this is the masculine form of the word white, and then we have like بيضة. So the pronunciation here, like أبيض. By the way, the da is heavier than the letter d, like del, d. It's أبيض. So that's why people sometimes write it like this, like dh to emphasize that the letter is pronounced like أبيض. Okay, so أبيض. And the feminine is بيضة. بيضة. Okay, أبيض بيضة. أبيض بيضة. This pronunciation is for Egyptian Arabic. And then the next, sorry, I will write here the meaning. So here the meaning is white. And the next color is أحمر. Okay, and then حمراء. This means red. Okay, so but like أحمر. Here I don't have any in the word أحمر and in the word أبيض, I don't have any long vowels. Here the ya in أبيض is not, it's not used here as a vowel because I have here this short vowel above, so it's pronounced like ya, أبيض. And here I don't have any short any long vowels, so it's أحمر. أحمر pronounced quickly. أحمر, and then حمراء is the feminine form. So this is red. The next one is sorry, is أزرق. أزرق, and the feminine form is زرقاء. So أزرق and زرقاء. زرقاء. This means blue. Here there is something very important in I'm sorry, in Egyptian Arabic and in also Levantine Arabic pronunciation. The letter Qaf, which is pronounced Qa, in standard Arabic. It's pronounced like in Egyptian and in Levantine Arabic. So that's why we pronounce this azra, azra, as if it's written like this, as with this hamza. Okay. So azra, azra. We don't pronounce it azraq. We pronounce it azra. And then the feminine form is zar'a, zar'a. There is like a pause, like zar'a, zar'a. So this color, azra or zar'a, this is blue. And then we have asfar. And the feminine form is safra. This is yellow. So asfar. And we have safra. This is yellow. Okay, asfar, safra. Asfar, safra. Okay, the next one is iswid, and then the feminine form is soda. Iswid, soda. This is black. So iswid, this is the pronunciation of the masculine form, and then iswid, and then soda. Soda, like soda. Okay. So iswid, soda. This is black. Okay. And the next one is akhdar. And the feminine form is khadra. So akhdar, akhdar is green. Akhdar, khadra is the feminine form of it. Akhdar, khadra. So akhdar, and then khadra, green. Okay. We have other, of course, many other colors that are a bit, like the feminine form is a bit different, like bunni. Bunni is brown, but the feminine form is like bunniya, like this. Bunniya, like, it's different form, so let's not focus on it right now. Let's just focus on the standard and the basic ones. So abyad, bayda, ahmar, hamra, azra, zar'a, asfar, safra, اسود, soda, akhdar, khadra. Okay. The last thing we are going to learn today, I know that these lessons are a little bit, I put too much information because they are recorded, they are, they are, yes, they are live right now, but they will be available on YouTube. So if you think this is too much, you can watch the video several times. So the next thing is months, the months in Egypt. What are the names of the months? It's here. The first month is Yanayr. Yanayr. Yanayr is January. Yanayr. Yanayr. And the next one is February. 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 So Yanayr. Yanayr, I have here Ya, and then short vowel Yana, Noon, Yanayr. and then February. Okay, just you can focus on how I'm writing the short vowels. Year. Why I pronounce it year? Because I have this small line under the ya. فبراير. يناير. فبراير. March is مارس. Sorry. مارس. مارس is March. مارس. مارس. I have a long vowel, the alif. مارس. The next one is إبريل. إبريل. I have this Hamza under the alif. It means that it's pronounced A. So إبريل. إبريل. So, إبريل. This is April. Okay. So مارس. إبريل. And then I have مايو. مايو. This is May. مايو. And I have يونيو. يونيو means June. يونيو. And here يونيو. July is يوليو. So يوليو. July. يوليو. أغسطس. Sorry. أغسطس. August. And then we have September. It's pronounced same like September, but the difference, of course, is that we don't have the letter P in Arabic, so we pronounce it like B. So September, pronounced like this. So this is September. September, and you can learn the short vowels reading a word like this that has an easy pronunciation, but at the same time, you look how it is pronounced, why I said sib and then ta ber. Okay, why how I use this, it's putting this small line either under or above the letter. So September, and then October, same. October, I hear because I have this dhamma about the alif, it makes me this like small, like number 9 above the alif, it makes me pronounce it O. So October. And here, because the wow is a long vowel, so I pronounce like October. This is not a short vowel, the wow, October. This is the difference between the short and the long vowels in pronunciation. So October, and then we have November. Again, I say no because it's a long vowel, the wow, and then Vember. It's very, I pronounce it very quickly because there's just short vowels. Vember, November, November. And the last month, of course, the last month is December. So again, يناير, فبراير, مارس, إبريل, مايو, يونيو, يوليو, أغسطس, سبتمبر, أكتوبر, November, December. Okay. I really hope that this class is useful for you because we are going to to do the same class every Saturday at the same time. But of course, we will get to more and more advanced uh, like grammar rules and expressions and vocabulary little by little. However, I recommend that you watch the video and you try to pronounce these new words again and again and again, and watch how we write, how we connect the letters, and how. And by the way, if many people have trouble with the alphabet, we can go. I didn't start with the alphabet because when we had a vote um, uh, like on our channel, most people wanted to start from the stage just after the alphabet. Most people following us, they are already they are they have learned even if they don't read and write very well, but they have learned the alphabet. So that's why we didn't start with it. I hope this video is useful to you, and see you next